Okay, welcome aboard, guys. Ding, 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 ding. Let's go, go, go. So, AI driver. Hadn't got to say his name in a while. Anyway, he was in downtown Austin, and he drove around in a unsupervised robotaxi for a while. And along with the other guy who did that long streak of on 100% FSD. Oops, what? I thought I reset that. Must have forgot. I sure did. Okay. Let's go with that. All right. Sounded like he had some fun playing around with some stuff. They were trying things like trying to open the door. I don't know.
500 feet, turn right onto American Drive.
The kind of stuff when you want somebody to test how it all works. He's one of those guys, right? One of those guys where I don't even know how they come up with the ideas, what they do. But whatever. Peace and harmony. It was entertaining. AI driver, if you want to go check it out. The good news part of it is it confirms that yes, indeed, we do have unsupervised robotaxi.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Bobby
Now, I
Ford
didn't
Road.
follow, did he say that, well, we're lucky enough to find one? Or, because I think they had said it's not all of
Turn
them.
right onto Boggy Ford Road.
But whatever. And he was talking some about the hardware setup of the Model Y that they're riding in. They said something like they heard a compressor kick in. Okay, that's curious. The theory is the compressor kicks in, pressurizes the windshield washer lines so that there's fluid out at all the points where you want to squirt the camera. Okay. And yes, they have camera squirters on the sides. I guess in the back too. I don't know if they didn't get into that part. He did take a look at this thing that's in the back window, which actually would be right where I'd be looking through it if I was looking in my rearview mirror. Right? I don't know. That looks similar in size to a Starlink Mini. Maybe not exactly, but kind of, sort of. Of course, I think their assumption was it was actually a satellite 5G. I think's what their assumption was. But anyway. Oh, he changed it to Rockwood. Of course he changed it to Rockwood. Why would you go down Rock Terrace? It's right here. Okay, so you have the options, right? I picked the option that would have us go down Rock Terrace. But if Tesla says there's a minute difference between the two. Really? Seriously? I need Grok to just respond to these. Hey, I do roofs. I do tree trimming. Just automatically delete mark as spam. No, it's not somebody's personal phone. It's a spam call. And if your phone's not being used for spam, then don't use it for spam. Anyway, sorry. Peace and harmony. Yes, I get tired of all these calls. It's frustratingly supporting of billionaires.
Now turn left onto Rockwood Drive.
Although the people doing this aren't billionaires, right? But the people making the calls, they work for a company that has billionaires.
In 500 feet, turn right onto
Do I know that for sure? No, I don't know that for sure. Yo, you're right. But come on.
Now turn right onto Outpost Trace.
First of all, how'd you get my phone number? I know it's available. You can buy it on the web. Yeah. And hey, congratulations for buying my phone number. What'd they get you? Yeah. Whatever. And second of all, when I'm marking you as spam, hopefully the phone company's taking it seriously and marking it as spam. Then some poor person go, oh no, I'm an honest, decent person. I didn't do anything wrong. Well, you got marked spam by me because you dropped the text on me that I didn't ask for. Therefore, it's spam. Okay, yes, there was one of those electric Dodges that just rolled by earlier. But I don't know. There's a YouTuber I was following for a little while, and he loved the sounds that his car made. Personally, I'm going like, what? I mean, I like the sound of the whine of the electric motor, but it's pretty quiet. I don't think most people would notice it. But whatever. I mean, if that's what it takes to float your boat, that's what it takes. Okay, anyway. The other thing to talk about a little bit was I told you TFL EV, they've rented a Model Y with FSD on it. Or subscribed to FSD. Anyway,
500 feet.
I didn't realize this guy was quite this way. They have a guy in there. He's sort of a younger guy, but not really younger anymore. Anyway,
Now turn right onto Thunderbird.
he was talking about how his collection of cars are classics, and so he doesn't really like. I think what he described was like it's like having a relationship with your refrigerator. Okay. You're not going to the refrigerator to discuss something with it. You're just like getting something out of the refrigerator. And that's the way driving FSD feels. And to tell you the truth, that's a pretty fair description of it. It allows you to think about, do other things. Now, if you're in FSD, does it accelerate hard? No. Right? It doesn't do any of those road racing type things. But you're not using FSD because you want that kind of stuff. You use an FSD because you want... Sorry, I'm just noticing, what is he doing? Oh, he's confused.
500 feet, turn left onto Dawn Drive.
Yeah, anyway, you're using FSD because you don't want to think about this stuff. Okay, for some reason it wants to go down Dawn Drive, and I'm going like, why would you go there? Okay. And that trip, I don't know where you got that stupid idea. Put in 24 hour. Start out self-driving. Okay. I don't know. Like I said, I told him to switch to using Rockteris. And I went inside and came back out and got in the car. And he decided he knew better. Like I said, I admitted it. FSD Tesla says there's a 1 minute difference between those two routes. Despite the fact that one route looks like it's straighter, the other one. He's in love with the Rockwood. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Peace and Army. Going back to TFL EV. Anyway, he described it kind of that way. So, as he says, was it impressive? Yes, it's impressive what it can do. Is it something that he wants? No, it's not anything he wants. Right? He likes manual shift, all that manual clutch, all that kind of stuff. And to be fair, as long as it's not a financial burden, more power to you. Okay? I don't have a problem with that.
Feet. Turn left onto Lomans Ford Road.
Now I get it. I mean, some of you, oh, no, yeah, well.
Now turn left onto
You know what you
Lomans
do?
Ford
Instead
Road.
of saying, no, you can't have it, just make the price such that he's going like, I'm going to have to make a choice here. What surprises me is he said that he had an EV charger. I may have misinterpreted what he was actually saying, but he had an EV charger at his house. And he did have something in his backyard that he plugged the car into. Okay, anyway. For those of you like, but I need a Porsche 911 GT3 or whatever it is. You know, yeah, that's a different vehicle, isn't it? It's a very different vehicle. And while I kind of get what you're saying, if you're just doing daily drives, like this drive to 24-hour, why do you need a Porsche to do it? You know, when I had a Porsche, I would drive it into work every once in a while, but the only reason for driving it into work was just so I would drive it once in a while, keep it active. That's all I was doing, and not because of, oh, well, I enjoy going down 2222 because it's such a curvy road. No, I wasn't doing that. But anyway, it was very interesting listening to him talk about it. I don't know, if you take long road trips, why not use automation to handle it? Right? Like, yeah, you want to drive around town, you probably want to. Oh, so, and what I was saying was, so like I think he has a diesel. I forgot if he still has it. At one time he had a diesel pickup. And to be fair to him, when he led into what his assignment was, he explained how everything he has is old, or all of his vehicles are old. And he likes it that way. Okay. So anyway, for those of you, oh no, we got to do something about it. Double the gas price. Right? Double the gas price.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Farm
It's just like with cigarettes.
31.
They increased the taxes on cigarettes to the point where people are having to make a choice between buying cigarettes or buying groceries. Right? So they gradually started getting away from cigarettes. There may be other factors, I don't know for sure, but that sure seemed like it was part of the equation. Right? $2.69. How much do people in Europe pay for gas? Yeah, I know, it's high. It's a lot. Boy, he's ranting and raving a lot today, isn't he? Yes, he is. Okay, anyway. But I would say if you're curious about FSD and adapting to it, it sounds like what TFL EV is doing at the moment with that Tesla Model Y is the right thing. Because they're coming in, they're telling you where they're coming from and what they actually think. And I can tell you that the TFL guys aren't exactly big EV fans. They're not. Okay? So that's good. Anyway, Let's get going. Onward, upward. Jeez Louise, did you really have to drive into that dirt, dude? Pig pen? So there's loose dirt on the other side of the white line. Dump truck drove right into it, sprayed it all up. Of course, he's having a hard time staying centered in his lane, isn't he? And we're scooching over right just to avoid him. Oh, maybe we're scooching over right to move right. Who knows? It's an old XC90. Oh, I forgot that's there. Roger Beasley Volvo.
In 1,000 feet, turn right. Now turn right.
City of Boston. Okay, where are you going to go today?
Now your destination.
Oh! He's definitely not driving FSD. That was manual driver all the way, human driver all the way. Well, your reserve space is used. Could have parked there. I don't like any of those, huh? You're gonna go around toward the front. Yeah. Could park right there. No? No, it looks like it's exactly the place you want me to park. I'm not gonna park there. Please don't be taking a tour just to take a tour. Look, space right here. Well, space right there you could have used. Okay, you've gone by all the spaces you could have parked in. So now we're going back to the other side. Was it just a detour to take time? Ugh. Okay, he's going to park in there. Okay, there you parked it. All right, trips. 27.6 miles, 46 minutes, 183.6 watt hours per mile. Wow. That's pretty good. All right. FSD wise, I don't think there's anything to say in particular. I mean, the silliness of making the loop here and then going over in front of the gym, doing a loop over there and then come back and over here, doesn't make any sense. Especially when there's spaces open. You could have parked in one of the spaces. But okay, whatever. I did one time I did a right turn signal to push the car to the outside lane. If I remember right, that's it. Okay, there you go. Okay, welcome back, guys. Let's get going, shall we? Time to go home. Today's walk was about a minute per mile slower. But then again, my right foot was bothering me. But once I walked some, it loosened up. So maybe it's okay.
Now turn right onto Research Boulevard.
Yeehaw. What did I say? Oh, let's wait for this pickup. Okay. So he wants to go into that middle lane that's going to go straight. And that's why he's waiting. Not because he could get in the outside lane and get going. Then move over. Oops, yeah, if you wait long enough, somebody else will come along. Fundamental traffic rule around here. Yep, you could go on that. You could go on that. Okay, human driver a little accelerator to get him to go out to the street. He wasn't sure.
In 500 feet, make a U-turn to stay on Research Boulevard. Now make a U-turn to stay on Research Boulevard.
Okay, let's see if you can do it. Okay. So interestingly enough, when I hold the microphone backwards as I look at it, meaning that the buttons I'm pushing are on the opposite side, it seems to like that better. Okay, we'll have to keep trying that. Yeah, I know people are going to do weird things here. So many people going, wanting to go in, and somebody's getting stuck. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. What? Yes, you're right. Let's plug her in. Whoop, wow. Too many cables. A boiler room? Is that it's supposed to say? Looking at that, I had Blur in mind. Okay, whatever.
In 500 feet, take the US 183 north ramp on the left.
Okay.
Now take the US 183 north ramp on the left.
Wow, he wasn't felt a little unsure about where he was going there. Which I guess is just the combination of different surfaces. All right, let's get going. I think almost up to the QT. I do have a pickup pulling a longer trailer coming up on the outside. So it may be a question of peaking. Nope, I can see it. 279.9. The gas price at this QT on West New Hope is 279.9. Same as it was earlier today. And the same price as it was at the QT over by Lakeline Mall. Interesting. Okay, I didn't say welcome back, so anyway, welcome back. What is going on here? I don't know. Looks like a homeless lady found some stuff. Or are they picking up recycling today?
Your destination will be on the left.
Okay, looks like Trash Man was here.
Now your destination is on the left.
Yes. Whoops. What are we doing here? Okay, I don't know. Let's do home. That's the street. Park. How come I can't find it? Driveway. Start. Let's pull this up. Parking lot, curbside. Okay, yeah, driveway.
Right onto Santa Paula Avenue.
For some reason he said, what? Wait. Oh, we're going around the long way. Jeez Louise.
Now turn right onto Santa Paula Avenue.
For some reason he picked street. I guess at 24 hour he picked street. Well, I don't want to park on the street. I want to park in the garage. That's the thing, right? I'm having trouble getting it straight on the
in 500 feet,
garage
turn
door.
right onto American Drive.
Whoa. That deer's walking off the street. She has her back to you. I don't know why you had to brake so hard. Oh, look, they built another house. No, they just cleaned it up. I think. I don't know. Wow, look at all the gravel stuff. Of course, if you have a bunch of gravel, you don't have to cut grass. Looks nice as long as you take care of it. Okay, where in the world are you going now? He's going to the wrong place. Shoot. No wonder why he's taking off. I pushed the wrong button. Okay. Let's see if we can pick home. He hasn't said what he's going to do here. He still says street here. Driveway.
Now turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
So this wonderful little session of looping around brought to you by the fact that FSD picks street for parking. Focus on your stuff. Captured a clear plastic, I don't know. Okay.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
Okay, let's see if we can find it this time.
Now your destination is on the left.
Shoot. Oh, camera visibility limited because we're looking straight at a garage door. Okay, let's see what happens now. I didn't press the cancel fast enough, apparently. Okay, pull up this a little bit more. Okay, we're good, we're good. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. I don't know. Trips, 29.9 miles, 49 minutes, 177.3 watt hours per mile. Total trip today, 57.6 miles, 10.4 kilowatt hours. Average energy is 180.6. Oh, where was that? I've forgotten. Settings. Okay, let's try changing that. Oh, okay, whatever. All right, FSD wise, there's a few places where he went into slow mode, and one place where I put him in hurry mode. Coming up Lakeline Boulevard, I put him in hurry mode just to get him to go the speed limit, and finally he got to +2 miles an hour. Wow, what is going on here? I mean, is there a reason why I can't go speed limit? I don't know. 6 one, half done the other, right? But I mean, other than a few things like that, I mean, I'm just being frustrated because I'm already frustrated from Saturday. But other than that, it's fine. And then, of course, the whole thing with the garage door, I don't know. I just set it so it'll open earlier if I saw what I did right. But, settings, yeah. Auto fold mirrors, auto open when arriving. So we'll auto open at 20 feet. Oh, I can do 30 feet? Okay, let's try 30 feet. That's pretty far away, but I can't even see the garage door at 30 feet. But let's try it that way and see what happens. Okay, anyway, FSD wise, I mean, he's doing okay. Oh, well, there was the whole thing with the construction zone where the right lane is closed. For some reason, he gets in this mode, and it's like, it's almost like he's road racing somebody who's in the inside lane. Well, either speed up and get in front of them, or slow down and get behind them. Now, in this case, the car that was there he was a little bit behind us. So there was room to get over, just FSD was going like, I'll show you, I'm not getting over until I have to. What? No, get over now while there's space. Okay, whatever, peace and army, that's the way it is. It's FSD, nothing you can do about it, okay? So let's just call it an A minus for now, which is what we've been typically running anyway. So we'll leave it at that. 25, 185. Okay.